Hello and welcome back to the next session of Creating Art Over 70 with Signed Rufus, the Christmas card 2025 pastel painting. Let's just get busy. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings. Okay, starting to feel it now. Let me get my face out of the way here. I've been, I was concentrating heavily on the Maya portion of the piece to try to figure out the details. And we're using combination of brushes and pencils. So what I was finding out here with respect to this particular medium, paper medium, is that it seemed to be a little more forgiving and friendlier to the actual pan pastels when I used the brushes. And so I was at a point when I was on, when I stopped the last session and before I started this session where I was looking at it and I was like, man, this is really challenging because the amount of layers that I can put on this particular medium is limited with respect to, in comparison to pastel matte. And so, and also the layer ordering is important here, meaning that if I lay down a darker color, it's more difficult for me to actually put a lighter color over it, and that particular color is represented to its saturated value. Even if it's like white, for example, it'll blend in whatever the underlying color is. And so I need to work through that. Understand that when I use this particular medium again, I gotta look and think about the layering order with respect to darker and lighter values and see where I can go. So it looks like with this particular medium, I'm gonna have to layer in the majority of the lighter colors and then come over and build the values up from the lowest, the brightest value to the darker values, and do the blending in between to get the value changes. Okay, so that's where we are. That's just a quick update. And I think I want to continue on, focusing more back on PG again and bring out some more of the detail in her. And so I can really get a feel for where I am, because I was struggling with the depth with respect to the tree. The tree feels way off to me, and so I want to get these characters in and then bring in this floor mat. I think I need to bring the floor mat higher to get a deeper perspective with respect to where they're laying in conjunction with each other, type of a thing. So I think I need a deeper perspective there, and so I'm gonna try to work on that a little bit in my mind. So when I was doing the Maya piece portion, I was starting to feel it, because there was one point here I'm like, man, I got to do, like the deep shadowing in here to get the depth, all this shadowing and layering in here to get the ripples in the blanket that they're laying on the floor here, and all those type of things. And and so in order to get that, I need layers, right? And so I think the good part is that this particular color is maybe a little brighter than the mid value, so I should be able to drop in some shadows relatively easy to get the depth in that. So I think that will work. This little section here I think it's going to still give me some problems, because I was trying to get like a not totally transparent look through the tree to the back of Maya, but a peek through type look with the leaves wrapping around. Still may be able to get away with that. We'll see as it moves forward. As if I'm going to keep it like this, I might need to enlarge the tree in order to get a real good perspective of depth. I'm not sure. So we'll see as we go forward. That being said, I almost just took picture at that particular point and dropped it in the computer, because in the computer none of this would be a problem. You know, I could do layers, and I could do on the layer. I could do what's called blending modes. I could do all those things in order to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. But that kind of defeats the purpose right here. I want to see exactly how far I can go with these hand painted cards, right? And because I have an awful lot of ideas of different cards to paint, you know, for different occasions, and just, you know, scenic stuff on the card format. So anyway, so this is, you guys are here with this part of my journey with me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna work a little bit more, work more on pliers now. Thank you so much. Watch us keep busy. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop right here for this session. I think I got quite a bit in place. I'm really truly enjoying how well the brushes work with this particular medium of paper, this pastel paper, this Canon brand. It's incredible. I didn't realize that in the beginning. This is my first uses of this, and this is really my first card project. And so I really like it. So I'm gonna do some more. But what I'm learning here, what I'm seeing here is that in order to bring out all the detail, all the finer details in there, and the to capture the form so it looks three dimensional, the brushes are working well with a hint of pencil. And see, when I first approached this, because everything I had ever studied in the past with respect to the pastel papers is that the pastel pencils and the pastel papers go hand in hand. You just have to do your layering really light type of a thing. But what I'm seeing here is I'm able to use what I'm really loving about working with pastels is the pan pastels, and be able to use actual paint brushes, to be able to use actual paint brushes to get the project completed. And so that's what you see going on here. So I'm gonna stop here. I got PG in relatively well, and I got Maya in relatively well. The composition, I'm still trying to work it through in my mind. I'm not totally sure what direction I'm gonna take at this present, but I'll get it. So I'm gonna stop here with this session and think about that for a bit. And when we come back, we'll probably be working a little bit more in the composition, because I like the flow. I just the Christmas tree itself is just not sitting like I want it in the composition. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to enlarge it to where it's just the decorations imply a tree. When I start the decorating, it implies a Christmas tree, or if I'm gonna shrink it and have just more, I don't know, blanket that the cats land on going through the scene. It's just a smaller tree, like a smaller tree sitting on the blanket that they're laying on, or something like that. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, I gotta keep in mind that I've already laid this portion in here, and it's pretty much committed. And so whatever I do is gonna have to incorporate that. And I'm glad that I did start laying in the blanket with the green also, so that'll make it blend easier if I have to change the whole layout of the composition going forward. So anyway, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Creating Art Over 70 with Sign Rufus. See you in the next session. Painting with a Passion. Blessings.